may have uncovered quite a conspiracy. Was it worth killing to protect? The death of the Colonel has added another notch to the tally that is the Little Riddle death count. And the day's investigation has taught you much. I wonder, have you properly learned the lessons of the day? That clean sweep of questions puts you most resoundingly in my good book. A new day dawns and your investigation gathers pace. The Doctor, Lady Snobbish, and Mrs. Gossip are all on your to-visit list. As too should be the Vicar, who might be able to help you track down Moses. You had hoped to find the Vicar here, but there's no one to be found. Seeing that someone has been bravely attempting to clean up after yesterday's unpleasantness, you settle down to wait. Your meditative contemplation is interrupted by a surreptitious sound. Yes, that's the one. It seemed to come from behind the altar. Before you can reach it, however... No! The Vicar brown-trousers you! The clergyman with the clarion call of command draws you off to one side, rather abruptly. So glad you're here. Blessed be. I needed your help with, the collection. Yes, with the collection. Not at all convinced, you play along with the crazed clergyman. Despite all the death and murder. Are you correct? Let's see. Splendid. All wrapped up already? Great heavens! With nary a hiccup. Well done. There are no words sufficient to Thank you so much for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me... The Vicar motions toward the door, but you nip around him to the altar. Behind it, half in and half out of what you presume to be an old priest hole, is Moses. The Vicar quickly puts himself between you and the cowering groundskeeper. You point out that the Vicar's harmless handyman robbed Snobbish Manor. Who knows what else he's capable of? Don't you see? He has been drawn from the path by some terrible influence. He claims it is his son, but I fear a darker force. I should have locked away the books. He wasn't ready for the truths he saw. Your mind is a whirl with a great many questions as you leave Moses in the charge of the Vicar and continue your investigations. Interviews with Lady Snobbish have been prickly affairs. Revelations about the Colonel win you no additional favor when you ask if he had mentioned anything about what he had found.
I'm sure I have no idea what that charlatan might have believed he'd discovered. I did not find his company tolerable. Now we know why, of course. Breeding will out. I'm sure no one will mourn his passing. Quite frankly, good riddance. Dreadful-like. Now, you may assist me a second time, as you did before with my bees. I strained my wrist the other day, and find myself somewhat indisposed. Look here.
The bees in the lady...
Now...
What will the ducks reveal? Correct you are! Great Scott, that was fast! No mistakes made too, you great big swat! Look around you and be comforted. You are better than they.
So simple. Now, if that will be all...
You once again produce the picture of past Snobbish Manor residents. Can she shed any light on the identities of the individuals in the newspaper clipping the agency sent you a while ago?
That is my late husband's grandfather. I married into the family, you see, which is why there's no family resemblance. Now, I simply must escape...
You push one last question. The Colonel had mentioned another one. Were there any other snobbish family members?
Such impertinence! No, there are not. My husband... Leave. Now, please be so kind as to not return. I do not wish to have to engage the services of that unpleasant inspector to insist on my behalf.
Well, that appears to be an end to that, though not to your investigation. It is with a degree of trepidation that you once again enter the doily-covered world of Mrs. Gossip. You ask about the previous day, only to have your worst fears confirmed.
I was just saying that I don't remember much about yesterday. My memory isn't what it was. Something about the Colonel. That's the one who... Would you like a biscuit, dearie? They're on the freshwater cods.
Mrs. Gossip! Let's see how you did. Correct. Gosh, you got through that one, lickety-split. Oh, and aren't you the smug one? No mistakes. You deserve so much more, but this will have to do. You're about to make your excuses when you remember the photograph you discovered at the windmill some time ago. You show it to her again, hoping beyond hope that she might remember something.
Oh, now, wherever did you find that, dearie? My, that's Mrs. Wentworth. Lovely woman. Very sad. Oh, and that's little Charlie, their son. Well, her son. Bless, such a serious little boy. Not like him up the road by the tailor, not the one by the allotments. Although he was a handful at times. She was married to Moses. That's the one at the church. Oh, that didn't go well. She had a bit of a roving eye, you know. roved onto the miller for quite a while. Oh, now there I am. That reminds me.
The information is excellent, but the price is another hour at Mrs. Gossip's. There is something bubbling away at the back of your mind now. However, it will have to simmer a while yet. Your investigation must continue. The doctor had said he wanted to conduct another little test today. Frankly, you're not sure what he's on about, but the morning's work is leaving you with something of a headache. Perhaps the doctor can help.
I've been analysing your first test, but I need a comparison. Please indulge me.
The doctor has another... Are you marvelous or moronic? Ah, spot on! What, finished already? And without a single error being made. Well done! Please take this moment to look as...
Gracious! Well, I'd never imagined I'd get such clear results from the second test. You do understand that for someone of your profession, of your supposed caliber, that really was distinctly below par. It's understandable, really, the pressure you're under at the moment. Exhaustion is inevitable. Here, I would like to help. Take these pills. Take 2 before bed. In the morning, you should wake up feeling entirely rested. Any problems, come back and see me tomorrow. Not in the morning, though. I have an appointment with Lady Snobbish. Good day now.